I think people hear about it from other sources, because they'll call me and we'll talk about the case, and they're not from Rockwall. I'm going to say, yeah, but we've heard Rockwall is a tough place to get in trouble. And the reality of the situation is that that's true, because the same case in Dallas County is not going to be looked at the same way that it is in Rockwall County. So I'll give you an example of the difference between someone that understands Rockwall and someone that doesn't. It's knowing the intricacies about what can happen on a case. An example would be, I had someone call me the other day and they said, well, what do you think we can do on the case? And I said, I believe this is a case for which we can get a conditional dismissal, which means that the client would have to take a class, probably do a couple of urine tests that have to be negative for any drugs or alcohol, and do some community service, and the case could be dismissed. The benefit of completing a conditional dismissal is that after the statute of limitations runs, then you can file a petition for expunction, which means that the whole matter goes away. Well, the attorney in the other county didn't know that that was something that was a possibility in Rockwall, because they don't practice in Rockwall. And so knowing the ins and outs of Rockwall like that helps me help clients more than someone that doesn't know. Kind of like inside knowledge. Knowing the ins and outs of Rockwall as well as I think anybody can. Understanding what the judges will be like if we had to go to a judge, and what kind of decisions the judge may make in a case or a situation. Knowing the district attorneys that I'm dealing with, there's assistants, I can name all the assistants that work in every one of the courts. And knowing that and having that relationship and being able to walk in and sit down with them and talk with them helps me help my clients. It's a stressful enough situation, and if your attorney's not communicating with you, letting you know what's going on, then it makes it that much worse. So my philosophy on my cases was about every week or two, I go through my cases and I look and see what's going on. And I'm talking every single case that I have. And I either text or phone call the client, or at least try to, about every couple of weeks to let them know just what's going on. This way, even if I call them and say, hey, there's nothing happening, the DA is still looking at the case and trying to decide what to do, at least they're hearing something from me. And that way they have a peace about knowing that I am looking out for them, that I'm monitoring their case, or I'm giving them details about what we need to do when we need to do it. So if someone wants to get a hold of me, they can go to my web site, which is Rockwall County DWI Attorney, or they can call me at 972-754-4844. They can also text me at that number. I realize that when you're arrested, it's not an 8 to 5 kind of thing. And so if someone needs to get a hold of me, they can call me after hours. I'm used to it, it doesn't bother me, and I'll get back with them as soon as I can.